Hey everybody, it's 123 Mr. B. We are doing Breaking Math Series Multiplication, and we are going to look at breaking down both numbers to get to use a lot more mental math to solve our multiplication problems. So first thing I'm thinking about, these numbers suck to skip count by. I don't like to use those numbers, but I could use different numbers like such as 20 and 40 because these are just basically easier to deal with. So here we go. 20, how about I'm thinking to myself, I could go 20 times 40 and get some kind of answer. Here, check this out. 2 times 4 is 6, so I know that 20 times 40 is going to be the same digit with, there's 2 zeros on the back, okay? So 600, there's my starting point. Now all I have to do is adjust to get back to my numbers. So I'm going to add 2 times 40, and that'll be 80, so piece of cake. So that's 22 times 40 equals 680. Now the nice thing about multiplication is that I can switch the order of it. And the reason I do this is so that I always break down my very first number, the leading number, and that's not a necessary thing, but for us in our learning process, I want to give you something that's consistent, so that's why I'm doing that. So here I've got my, oops, not 20, that's a 22. So I've got my 22, now I'm just trying to get my 41. So to adjust for my 41, I add 1, but now what's my action? My action is times 22. So that's what I'm going to do now. My guts are the same, but the guts are all this 22 business now. So up here the guts are the same as well. Oops, here. So 1 times 22 is 22, and that'll take us to 702 with a little off by heart calculation. 41 times 22 is 702. So right off the bat, by doing a little off by heart, a little off by heart, a little off by heart, and then doing a switch that didn't take any brain power at all, we just repeated our answer, then we did a little off by heart, and then a little off by heart. We reduced this crazy multiplication question into a series of 5 mental math strategies, and that's the kind of stuff that we are aiming to do for this course, to give you those strategies and the practice. So here's another question. 31 times 81, boom, right off the bat. 30 times 80, what's 30 times 80? Well, 3 times 8 is 24, a 0 and a 0, there's my 2 zeros. I'm going to adjust upwards to get my 31, so I'm going to add my 80, so I have 31 times 80 is 2480, oops, okay. And now I've got my 31, so I'm going to switch their spots here. 80 times 31 equals 2480. There's not even anything new on this line. I'm just reversing that. And now I want to get to 81, so I'll adjust upwards. 1 times 31, it means add 31. And so that means 81 times 31 equals, I'm just going to combine those, that's 51. So 2, 1, 2, 5, 11 is what we get out of that one. So 81 times 31 is 2511. Okay, I'm going to switch markers because this one's going dry pretty soon. Here again, how about 40 and 30? Okay, so first things first, I'm going to adjust up to my first number. So I'm going to add 2 times 30. 4 times 3 is 12. 0, 0, there they are. 2 times 30 is 60. I'm adding, so I'm adding. So I know that 42 times 30 is really 1260. And now I'm going to switch those up. 30 times 42 is 1260. And instead of going upwards, I actually have to go downwards. So I'm going to go downwards by 1. 1 times 42. So I'm going downwards. It's minus sign, minus sign. So I'm taking away 42 here. So 30 take away 1 is 29. My action stays the same. And 1260 minus 42 is going to be, okay, now how am I going to do this here? 60 minus 42, I know that's 18, okay, so that's going to be 1218, and that is my answer. Oops, start with the question mark sign there. A little thought cloud I had to do there because I couldn't do that off by my mind there. What I did is I just kind of chunked that together. Okay, let's look at one more example here. Now this one I see that they're both closer to larger numbers, and in both cases I'm going to have to adjust downward. So let's start with the basics. 4 times 3 is 12, 0, 0, there they are. I'm going to take away 1 because I'm trying to get to 39. So there's my 39. I'm going to take away 1 times 30. So let's take away 30. And I see right away that's going to be 1170. Okay. So 39 times 30 is 1170. I'm going to switch those around because I know that I'm going to break down that 30 now. 30 times 39 is 1170. I need to get down to 28. So instead of taking away 1, I'm going to take away 2 because 30 take away 2 is 28. That's what I'm looking for. 2 times 39. Okay, well, what's 2 times 39? 30 plus 9. If I double that up, I get 18. Double that up, I get 60. So together, that's 78. Okay, so that's going to be taking away 78. Okay, so no, I have another little thought cloud here. 1170. Take away 70 is going to be 1100. Take away 8 is going to be 1092. Okay, so 1092 is my answer there. And trust me, these kinds of things, look in our subtraction tricks, we'll show you. This is going to be subtraction trick. It's in there somewhere, and this is a doubling shortcut. So there are other videos for these ones, okay? But anyway, the point is we have, we broke down this number to simpler numbers, then we did a little subtraction, and then we found a very easy subtraction statement. Then we switched it around, no brainer at all. Then we subtracted this, just took a little bit of work to get that. And then we did this, piece of cake. And the guts are always the same. And then all we had to do was this. So instead of tackling this, we just tackled a bunch of little miniature kinds of questions. Most of them mental questions, but of course these ones involved a little bit of extra stuff. But like I said, the more we practice, the faster we become, and you will have nothing to worry about because you're going to be a pro star at this stuff in no time. Okay, hope you enjoyed the video. Check out the next one.